Hey, 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 beautiful hearts. What's vibing today? Dr. Danae here to do a reading I have not done in a long time. So, as soon as I walked into this room this morning and sat down to do readings, I kept hearing love, love, love. And this energy of a love reading is pulling very hard. So I don't know who this is for. This is for somebody in my collective who's going to see this. You need to hear this message. So if this is for you, great. If it's not, then it's not. That's okay too. The whole reading doesn't have to resonate. It could be bits and pieces. This is a general love reading, but there is some message that is wanting to come through. It's not letting me do anything until I get this out. So I'm going to jump right in, get this reading out, and let's see where this takes us. I don't know if it's a situationship. I don't know any of that yet. So let's get in and see. All right, Spirit. All of you and none of me. Show me the cards I need to see. All right. Pride, procrastination, and patience. Now, procrastination and patience both came out in the meditation and pre-shuffle. So put them back. I've been shuffling this deck a lot since then, and here they are. So they definitely play a role. There's a lot of pride. And here's the thing. I feel that this pride is on both sides, but this is a false pride. Masks are still being worn. Whoa. These cards are just flipping. We got flippers. Flippers, flippers. All right. All right. I do feel with this pride, it is, it's in the way. I do feel it's on both sides. I feel one person is very much in pride and ego. They've dug their heels in. They think they want it their way or whatever it is. The other person is reacting in pride. And yes, I'll hold up the cards. Let me just get one more. Okay. That's pride. I feel like somebody, I do feel this is you. And again, you could be a cross-watcher. It could still be you. But somebody is holding on to the past. Whoever this reading is for and about, there's history between you two. And pride was the driving factor for a lot of the miscommunications, the arguments, and the separation. Now, the separation, yes, it could be a divorce. It could be a breakup. It could be emotional separation. You could still be with this person, but have separated your energy. Procrastination, number 8. Apparently, I just can't pick them up off the table. And then patience, 23. So procrastination and patience together, isn't that an interesting combination? Because procrastination is a different vibration than patience. Patience is a higher vibration. It's a vibration of knowing that the universe works in your favor. The universe is conspiring in your favor. You may be having experiences opposite to that, which, again, remember I said there's old energy being pulled upon in this connection on both sides. That is it can lead to this procrastination. It is leading to this procrastination of dropping the pride and ego. Procrastination has more of a resistance to it. There's a lot of that, I'll get to it later, blah, blah, that type of stuff. Where patience comes in and it's like, you know what? I'm not attaching to anything that I'm seeing or experiencing in the 3D, because I know that there's so much more going on behind the scenes. You can also you could recognize that there's pride and ego in this other person, and that's why you've pulled your energy back and you're focusing on you being in this patience mode while they're in procrastination. Again, put the energy where it fits for you. So looking at the story here, tarot is nothing more than stories. It's energy. It's not psychic predictions or anything like that. I have no idea why I'm being led to tell you that. Somebody watching may need to hear it. Maybe you have some beliefs or energy around tarot kind of underneath your and they come up and kind of mess with you, you know, whatever it is. But really, it's the deck, every deck with tarot, starting with the Fool, going all the way through. It's a life journey. It talks about the different seasons in life, the different ways things show up. It's all about energy. So that's what I'm reading. I'm pulling on the energy. What you need to keep in mind with tarot is everybody has free will. I can't predict free will. None of that. Nobody can. And that can change quickly. So enough of that PSA announcement. Starting with the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. On the outside of things, I feel that whoever is in this Five of Pentacles energy that feels left out, it can't get in, doesn't have the ticket to get in, whatever it is, there's stories that are being created around why. It's almost like justifying why this energy is here, when in truth, it's pride and ego. Three of Pentacles. This is usually about working together, collaborations, things like that. I do feel there is a third energy in the mix. Now, it can be a person. In this energy, I'm not really feeling it's a person. I just feel that there is a third energy. So, and what I mean by a person, if the person that you feel this reading is about, if you already know there's a physical third party in the way, yes, that's what it is. If you do not know that, if there is no signs of that, do not make this fit. Do not make a story around it. It could be a mother, brother, sister, friend, cousin, whatever, that this person or you are getting advice from, and they're not in favor of the connection. Okay? Doesn't have to be a physical, sexual, cheating, sidekick, Sancho energy. Now we have the Emperor and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, again, these two together, pride, ego, narcissist energy for me. And when I say narcissist energy, I'm not diagnosing or calling anybody a narcissist. I want to make that clear. I'm saying the energy is very narcissistic. We all have narcissistic tendencies. It does not mean we're all narcissists. That's a whole different thing. I may need to start doing narcissist relationship readings. Kind of like that. Let me know if you'd like that as well. Anyways, this narcissistic energy could, again, it goes back to this pride. It could be you in your head making up stories because there's no communication, or there's very little communication, yada, yada. Whatever it is, there's no truth in it. That's the bigger point. So even if this person is making up the stories and it's not you, there's no truth. It's smoke and mirrors. It's 3D. It's lower vibrational. There's no truth in it. What happens when pride and ego is dropped? Coming more from the heart space. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. Knight of Pentacles is never in a hurry. The Knight of Pentacles is the embodiment of patience in action. This is focusing on you, however that is for you, whether it's your work, healing, whatever. And when you focus on that and this pride and ego drama act is dropped, and in this, it's, if one person drops this, it'll switch the energy. So if you're listening to this and saying, well, Danae, it's not me, it's them, I can't do this until they do this, blah, 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 you're in this energy right here, that narcissistic gaslighting yourself energy. If it is them, fine, let it be them. You, for yourself, emotionally mature. Emotional maturity is dropping pride and ego or setting it aside. To do that, we have to face ourselves and walk through that. But you can absolutely do that with yourself. And as you do, and you get very truthful is, if this energy has been very much pride and ego, miscommunications, needing to make a lot of sacrifices or not have boundaries to make this work, you're being called to really sit with that. Is that what you want? Or are you holding on in this procrastination, pride, and ego energy from codependency. Codependency is ego. Because pride and ego, whether it's this relationship or not, it is in the way of true soulmate love. You cannot get to this true blah 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 true soulmate love until you've dealt with yourself and you get really honest with what you want in a person, in a relationship. Justice, being able to talk about from a place of power. A place of power, and I know a lot of you aren't going to want to hear this, is vulnerability. And vulnerability, true vulnerability, is very different than what we've learned it to be and what the Matrix defines it as. It's not weak. It's not putting yourself out there so somebody will hurt you. It's literally getting in touch with yourself, knowing who you are, and allowing others to see that. That's a vulnerable state. Why? Because everybody has opinions, and doesn't mean it's truth, but putting yourself out there in your truest form, there's a lot of vulnerability in that. And in this connection, getting very honest with your feelings, what you want in your life, what you will accept, what you won't accept, setting your boundaries is what is going to protect you from outside influences, from getting hurt, all of those different things. Why? Because when you have those boundaries, you know yourself, know what you want, you are your own gatekeeper. Nobody could come in and fool you and hurt you in that way because you're on guard. You're protecting yourself. You're not putting it in the hands of somebody else. This Two of Swords energy, yeah, again, I don't feel there's a lot of communication going on between you two. And you may be still watching this going, yeah, but it can't be me that you're talking about because I haven't heard from this person in X amount of time. I don't know what's going on. Things just sort of stopped. I don't know where they're at. Or if you're dealing with an energy that comes and goes. You know they want to say something. You know you want to say something. There's a conversation that needs to be had. But you guys aren't having it. I do feel like whether it's you or them or both of you, kind of check in with each other every so often. But the conversations literally go nowhere. Yeah, 3 of Wands. In this decision of, are you going to go a different path? Yes, that's also my card of travel. So this could be a long distance relationship, situationship. It could be emotional distance because you can absolutely be in the same bed with this person, could live with this person, but there's no communication really going on. The heart of the matter is not being talked about. Why? Because the pride and ego is in the way. Then we've got the 8 of Coins in reverse, the 6 of Swords in reverse, and King of Coins. So, this relationship has really rocked your stability. I do feel there's wrong focus going on. You need to be focusing on you, your growth, your healing, versus what this person's doing. And hear me when I say this. Somebody here is focusing and making up stories because you don't know, you don't have all the information because the communication isn't happening. But you're putting all your focus into what's not happening, what's not being said, and that's getting in your way versus putting the focus on what you can control, what you can change, and that's you, your beliefs, your perceptions, your situations. There's some stubbornness here. I definitely feel that. Somebody does not want to move away from this. I feel like somebody is holding on way past the expiration date. And it doesn't have to be that, let's say you're married and this is your situation and you're staying and it's really past the expiration date. I'm not saying go file a divorce. Some of you may need to, but what I'm saying is this energy cycle is way past its expiration date. This is a merry-go-round, a carousel that you find yourself on. That's what needs to change. Your thoughts and feelings about this need to be changed. This pride needs to be dropped. The best thing that you can do is sit with yourself and work on your thoughts, feelings, and emotions so that you can move forward. I don't feel that this situationship is over. I don't. I do feel it's at a standstill and an impasse, and until pride and ego are dealt with at the cellular level, that means with your own thoughts, your own inner dialogue, it's not going to change. This is a divine opportunity for you to change this dynamic, for you to release this karmic energetic cycle. I'm not saying this person is a karmic. They absolutely can be. I'm saying the energy cycle you're stuck in is karmic. This situation is going on to bring you back to you so you can overcome it. So in wrapping this up, we've got obsession, focusing too much on one situation, the need to take a step back, literally confirming what I was just saying about your focus being on the wrong thing. Confession, releasing a secret, pursuing virtue through honesty. What did I say up here? Gaslighting, not telling the truth to yourself or others. Here we go. And this confession may be just, you need to confess to yourself, yeah, I do that. I'm sitting in making up these stories when I really don't even know the truth or have the facts. Release. I love it. These three literally wrap this reading up in a nice little bow. Release grudges, wounds, and pent-up feelings through healthy activities. Healthy activities are focusing on you. All right, guys. We are under big energy still. We're under the Taurus stellium.